Hello.
Things I'd be hard pressed to find a more complete stretch of games by anyone in the league. He was getting it done and stuffing the stat sheet night in and night out on both ends of the floor. Truly a dominant run.
Well, it's key that you've got to maintain concentration throughout the game. And D'Angelo Russell, nice job in the catch and shoot.
Now Harrell still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You know, these defensive coaches in our meetings, Doris, talk about their players staying on a string, helping the helper. Help defenders in this league are important.
No doubt, and there are certain guys who are gifted defensively. Paul George, to me, was a Defensive Player of the Year category. Rudy Gobert, multi-time winner of the Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy is considered a great shot blocker, and no question that's the case. But it's because his defensive rotation is so good. Guys like Marcus Smart, the ones willing to give up their body, fly around the floor, be great anticipators. I mean, that impacts winning.
Aren't they fun to watch?
So fun.
Here's the pass to Curry. Back to Russell. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
I'll tell you, it's hard to shake his concentration when D'Angelo Russell is this close to the cup. How about that tough shot?
Here's Jay. Green with the block, and he recovers it. Jay, guarded by Green. Here's Jay. Great tee that time from Green.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down. I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
And stolen by Russell. And the rejection by Harrell. Clippers leading by 9. Here's Leonard. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 7th rebound here tonight. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Russell. 10 points for Steph Curry.
Well, don't underestimate Curry because of his size. This guy does a great job absorbing contact and still finishing.
Passes it to Leonard. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Leonard's got 8 here in the quarter. To the inside. And the rejection by Harrell. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrell. And the Warriors making a change here. Spellman's checked in. Clippers on defense. They've held a 12-point lead early. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Well, you love just the versatility of Draymond Green's game. He can score it, he can pass it, he can board it, and we know he's one of the elite defenders in the NBA.
And both free throws good for Green.
You know, simply stated, Draymond Green is an elite defender, one of the best in the game. But what's incredible to me is that he's able to accomplish everything he does on that end of the floor while being undersized in almost every one of his matchups.
Thompson outside. Pass to Looney. Cloak loose. And the basket by Hill. And it's an 11-point Los Angeles lead.
Well, out in transition, George Hill knows the spots he needs to get to. Terrific job on the finish.
Grabe naman yun. Faded 3.
And I know a lot of fans will wonder why centers just don't shoot over Draymond
Yikes,
Green.
ang ganda naman ang pasa no, Neil.
It's not that simple.
Sino ka, white chocolate?
Draymond, it's his competitive spirit. It's his willingness to hold his ground on the block, and it is very difficult to score on him. Why? Well, great length, great anticipation. This guy is flat out competitive and wants to challenge anyone, anywhere.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Jay, the pass to Leonard. Here's Jay. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Can they get it? That's tipped. Here's Green. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him
Walang first basket mo,
And
donkey.
despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Left side, Leonard.
putik
It's
ka.
stolen by Green.
Defensive tayo dito.
Outside Curry. Shoots the
Uy,
three.
ano ba yun eh? Ba't
That's
hindi
in
mo
for his
bubukas
fifth
si
field goal of
Ozer?
the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
The supreme confidence from Steph Curry to attempt that shot.
Yan, si Curry galit, si Curry galit.
Impossible to measure this guy's range.
Damian
Nabaut na ako.
Jones is
Bad trip. Bad trip si Coach. Bad trip si Coach. Nabaut ako.
just 4 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Curry with the three, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
But George Hill is known for his defensive abilities. He has got quick hands and quick feet to contest shots.
And so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
Grabe naman
There's
yan,
something that
Trini.
isn't his strength,
Grabe naman
but
yung
he's done a
comment.
great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Warriors.
Ako, ano nangyari dun,
Curry and
sir?
Russell, the backcourt set.
Nangyari
In
sa'yo,
the
Paul
forward,
George?
it's Thompson and Green. And it's Mooney in at the 5 down low. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Thompson outside. Fires from deep. The rebound by Jay. Jay's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Leonard,
Walang
no
tawag,
luck.
Tagara.
Harrell against Thompson.
Kailangan ko ba?
And the rejection by Harrell.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple
Uy,
effect
sayang.
throughout the team. This
Takbo
is
na
tough.
ako.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Beverly, the pass to George.
Akin George. Wala to, baka tato yun. Oh.
Jay, guarded by Kerr. Jay, and the dunk to finish it off.
Let's go.
Beauty.
Let's
A
go.
one-man show offensively, and that's
Not
almost
that
always
Curry.
good news for his team.
Screen.
Curry
No.
fires from way outside. Sinks it. What
Sabi
range
na tayo
from
ni Curry.
outside.
Ano ba yun?
Well, I'm not sure there's a player in the league with a better feel for that shot than Steph Curry. If he gets it
Walang
off screen,
palang-walang
you know
joke.
it's going in.
Oh.
And this is what the schedule looks like for the Clippers. On Friday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And it's going to be home game after home game after home game for this group. So they got a great chance to string together a number of wins given how strong they've been playing.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now let's go to the
Foul pa yun!
and catch up
Foul
with
pa
our
nga,
Hall of
sir.
Famer, David
GG na
Aldridge.
nga. Naluto na naman.
Williams won Sixth Man of the Year for the third time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also be the emotional leader. Truly a special player.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the one three, but that was back in the first half.
Well, they won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
From deep, it's deflected.
Get that shiz out of here, boy!
Able to retain possession here.
Ano?
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. On the wing, Thompson. Curry outside.
Grabe naman si Curry, puro green release.
Three-point land.
Grabe naman to, galit na
Curry's
galit.
got two now from beyond the arc in the third for the Warriors. Pass to Leonard. Down low. Here's Jay. Hooked away. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And now to our rookie leader for a look at this month's steal leaders among the young guys. Well, you look at Jay, such quick hands, second in the NBA.
And if those numbers show us anything, it's how good he is at picking up on ball handlers' tendencies and knowing when to make his move.
Curry
kicks it to Looney. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. That one goes. Count it. And now it's just a 4-point Clipper lead. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for the Warriors. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Patterson's checked in. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard, that's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
And the pass to Russell. Outside for Curry. Jacks up a three. Another three for Golden State.
Grabe naman si Curry dito, OP.
Keep dropping. You get the sense
OP
that
si
the
Curry.
frustration is
Kailangan talaga depensahan na malupit si Curry
And
dito.
the Clippers call time here.
And you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for him.
He has become all kinds of mean at the defensive end. His blocks have come way up these past few months, and that tells you about the kind of intensity and drive he's been playing with.
You could argue Curry is one of the most skilled players of all time.
The shooting alone puts him in the conversation, and very few can match up to just that. Guys like LeBron and Wilt dominate with their size and athleticism, but Curry is an all-time great because of his once-in-a-lifetime skill.
Here's Jay. Makes it off the glass. Jay's got 10 points in the quarter.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
Curry passes to Looney. Feeds it to Russell. It's rebounded by Jay. Jay's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Shooting one.
And he hasn't cashed in on his chances at the line, only making one free throw.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
You can't help but notice that teams are shooting earlier in the shot clock. One theory being the faster you shoot, the more possessions you get. Well, and the numbers would speak to that.
No doubt, Kevin. And the reality is, for announcers and for fans, that breakneck pace makes it more exciting for us. One NBA coach told me this past year that your field goal percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock gives you your best opportunity to make it. And the longer that shot clock goes on, the more your field goal percentage dips. So, hey, good for us, good for the fans, good for the teams.
And that's because the defense has a chance to settle.
Exactly right. Boy, when you look at the numbers and the impact for Paul George, there is no question he's been in the MVP conversation. The outside shooting, the ability to attack the rim, and the force he is on the defensive end, just so impressive.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And Doris with George and his offense last season might have been his best effort yet.
Yeah, Kevin, he had to take on more responsibility on the offensive end, and you could tell he has shot more and more threes. He gives his team a much-needed outside threat. You loved everything Paul George is able to give you.
He hits the second from the line.
I don't know if it's underplayed, but there's an all-around aspect to what Paul George does on a night-by-night basis. This guy is an elite two-way player.
Curry passes to Chris. Right side, Jones. The rebound by Patterson.
And this has been an outstanding display on the board. And it's a big part of why.
Ooh, what you doing, boy?
Doing the dirty work.
What you doing, boy?
And thus far, really not their year when you talk about free throw shooting.
Nice.
Only around a 70%.
Grabe naman yun. Sisipag naman ng mga to.
George Hill's checked in for Paul George.
Tirahin tayo, boss. Pabutin natin ito kay
Since the
19
All-Star
kasi
break,
88
he has been
overall na ako
superb.
eh.
He's averaging
19 natin ngayong
54
araw yan.
points, 18 rebounds, and over 5.5 blocks. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
The first one falls.
You know, Kev, I remember when Patrick Patterson was coming out of high school. Major recruiting battle. Every school seemed to want this guy. Duke, Florida, you name it. But the Kentucky Wildcats win again.
Warriors trail by 10. Curry with it. 26 points for him. Lets a floater go, and it's Russell missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Nice to watch.
Leonard, who scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Russell dishes to Jones. Chris. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Jay's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. To the paint.
Alley-oop slam
Who
there.
that?
They are taking
Who
advantage
that?
of a team that looks
Who
lost
that? Is
out
that
there.
you, Curry? Damn!
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Grabe naman yun. He didn't do that.
Clippers leading by 14.
Euro.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
In a moment to see numbers for Kawhi Leonard. 6th in field goal percentage, and his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from three, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense. First one falls for him. Omari Spellman has come in for D'Angelo Russell. The Clippers also changing it up. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Patrick Patterson. And it's JaMychal Green in for Leonard. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Jones against Zubac. Curry on the wing. He's got 26. Here's Spellman. And it's off the back rim. No good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't.
Yet another bucket.
Well, he's gone up to 40 as he continues to just dominate.
You're right. We knew he had a shot at it tonight. He is now tied for third for the most 40-point games in a season.
And you can put him in the same breath as Michael Jordan. They both can say they had 37 games of 40 or more.
Jones kicks to Chris. Spellman the pass to Curry. Inside, trying to end the drought.
If you ever notice Stephen Curry's vision, his eyes are always looking for opportunities to find his teammates.
It's Williams with the drive. At the elbow, Green. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Green's got 11 points.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Clippers.
Steve Kerr brings so many great attributes to the head coaching position, but one of my favorites is his willingness to utilize the whole roster. And part of what has shaped Steve Kerr's philosophy is he was a guy who came off the bench, and he understands you've got to keep everyone involved.
Is this a fake video?
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there.
Kakasabi ko
Everybody
lang.
loves the alley-oop.
Naroon ba kagad?
Clearly, led
Kakasabi
the
ko
way
lang ng Hall of
offensively.
Fame
The
naman
question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And Doris with Kerr, a great example. That was last year in their playoff run.
No question, Kevin,
Ay, bata.
because injury after injury, Steve Kerr had his reserves ready. What he likes to tell his guys on the bench, stay prepared, because you never know when your number is going to be called. And think about it. He had to start end-of-the-bench guys in the Western Conference Finals. Boy, did his philosophy pay dividends.
They grabbed their own miss.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend
Foul.
your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who
No,
can
man,
erase
no,
your
no.
mistakes. What a big-time asset defensively.
Passes it to Kerr.
Curry dancing. Ooh.
There's the triple. Rebounded by Jay. Clippers leading by 15. Here's Williams.
Come on.
A second chance effort. Dishes it to Green. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Zubac. No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down.
Putik ka, humarang ka kasi, boss.
And now a
Block
three-point
yun eh.
chance as he'll head to the line.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to
Wala ka
rethink
na eh.
about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
And the Warriors making a change here. Thompson's checked in. George is checked in for the Clippers. Laura, such an honor to be on this with you. And you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Williams against Curry. From deep. The rebound by Paul George. George has got his 5th rebound in this one. Scooped up. He shoots again. Here's Zubac. Over Thompson. Zubac, that's good. Zubac has got his first bucket of the night. Warriors trail by 14. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. They double team Curry. Here's Chris.
Ooh, get that shiz out of here, boy.
Here's George.
Prime time here.
Pass to Jay. Over Curry. And that one's good, George. George has got 5 now.
Well, you have to respect the focus of Paul George, not letting the defense alter his shot.
Sayang,
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. Jermichael Green is... That's good from Harold. Doris, do you have high hopes for the new draft lottery system to keep every team competitive to the very end of the season?
Well, one of the keys in implementing this new draft lottery system was to make sure that the bottom 3 teams were given equal opportunity to get that top draft choice. I think you did see it have some effect on play and teams trying to be competitive while understanding they're still going to have an opportunity to build their team through the draft. But here's the reality. The NBA has got to be under review constantly. There's a process in play. It's one of the most proactive leagues in the country in terms of always looking for little things to make sure their game is the best it can be.
Attention to detail. Well said. And that one is hammered home.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Curry on the wing. Defended by Beverly. Curry passes to Green. Here's Looney. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more three-point attempts than two-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade, you see more three-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more threes than twos. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's two high-valued shots in the league.
Advantage.
Restricted area twos, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and three-point shots. And everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
Panis! Panis! Pinanis!
George with the ball.
Pinanis si
Picked up by
YG13.
Thompson. Leonard. Nice D from Russell.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure
Score
he
you.
surprised himself with the miss.
They get it back. Looney with the bucket.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses
Ikaw
to
mo
give
naman
up on
bukas
that
eh. Ito
possession.
pala kayo.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Throws it up high.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Curry against Beverly. Three-pointer. The shot by Curry, no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this
Pagod ka pa?
funk.
Kakahawak dun
Trail
sa
by 18. Shoots it.
tikas mo.
That's in. Coming off the assist from
Grabe si Kawhi
Thompson.
kasi.
And that's now
Napagod.
33 points for Steph Curry.
Grabe yung load
He has
management niya.
definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Grabe yung
And
load
that's just
management, no?
cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Kakaiba yung load
When
management.
it's
Kawhi.
closing time, he's
Sabar.
trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Thank you so much.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jay.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Goes up off the inbound. Curry can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 18. Jay the pass to Harold. To the middle. Here's Jay.
Foul.
And foul on the shot. He'll
Foul
shoot two
yan,
at
dang.
the free throw line.
Shooting for Los Angeles. Jay. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting two.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. So it's the Warriors now, trailing by 19. Pass to Thompson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Jay the pass to Leonard. Here's Harold. And he uses the glass on the layup. Harold's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Inside, here's Looney, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
No good from Jay. Warriors trail by 19. The 3. It's hauled in by George.
He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
Right side, Leonard. The pass to George. Back to Leonard.
Nice.
The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 6th assist on the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Paul George with the steal. And it's sent back by Russell.
Well, that's the energy and effort that D'Angelo Russell brings on the defensive end. This guy has got the ability to be a factor there. I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
Los Angeles leading by 18. Now here's Beverly. Here's Jay. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Green against Harrell. Outside, Green. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up. And shot off. The Clippers go the other way with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Jay. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And it goes on Draymond Green. The first free throw is good.
Really getting after the defense since the break. He's so hard to keep off the line when he pushes the action.
Doris, we know historically the Celtics, the only franchise to ever have a 4 straight championships. Do you think at some point we're going to see another?
I'm not sure there can be in today's NBA, Kevin, and there are a number of different contributing factors. Number one, the salary cap implications that happen. Number two, look at the Golden State Warriors, who were well positioned for a three-peat. And yet, as you know, luck plays a small part in an NBA championship. Luck relative to injuries. You see Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant both get lost in the midst of an NBA Finals. This is it's challenging enough to go back-to-back. Forget about 4-peat.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And that one's good. Beverly.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
On the wing, Thompson. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Here's Thompson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jay, guarded by Green. Beverly against Russell. Beverly dishes to George. In the corner, Harrell with it. Tries from 16. The Warriors pull it in. Russell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Thompson looking for an opening. Here's Green, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
Well, D'Angelo Russell, one of the best mid-range scorers you'll see. He's got the floater game, the pull-up game, and with his arsenal, he can get a shot at any time.
Green up on top. Smile-a-geesh. The 17th footer goes down.
What?
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Los Angeles.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. That they were disciplined and focused.
And the wins continue to come in fairly easy for these guys in what's been a very strong year, to say the least. Tonight will push them up to 56 wins.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jay.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
Omar Spellman has come in for Golden State. And here's Evans outside. It's rebounded by Lou Williams.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Here's Jay. The shot that time, not on target. And Golden State will come the other way. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Offensive rebound. Smailagic goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Here's Jay, and he goes in for the dunk.
But the truth is, they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Doris Burke and David Aldridge and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Good night, everyone.
Sa buwag. So, walang headband. Magkamata close up. Gusto mo kasi close up.
What's up, Shaq here? That was one of the best offensive performances I've seen this year. If you can keep it up, I might even give you one of my nicknames.
Oh man, coming from you, Shaq? You know I'm humble. You know, it's been a lot of extra hours in the gym, trying to perfect certain moves, add some different other ones. You saw the results of that tonight. But I do believe the best is still ahead, and I hope to prove that next time out.
I know you will. If you do, nickname time.
We officially have a winning streak brewing as our hometown girls win another game tonight.
Why don't they call 2 games in a row winning streak?
Because,
Well, why not?
it just isn't. It's just one of the unwritten rules of the game.
Says who?
Big win to basketball god.
Why the basketball gods hate
The basketball god.